The problem is, if you don't start something correctly, you're destined to fail. Point blank. So, if you have a house, the first thing you build when you build that house is the foundation. If the foundation that you build that house on is messed up, no matter what you put on top of that foundation, it's always going to be messed up. Direct correlation. Simple as that. Track and field. I ran track growing up. I played a lot of sports, but I ran track. I sprinted. A lot of sprints. 100, 200, 400 is even a sprint. It's all about the start, especially in the shorter distances. 100, you gotta get off right. You gotta get off the mark right. If you don't get off the mark right, the race is lost. I mean, yeah, you're gonna run to the finish line either way. But if you don't get off your mark right out your stands, you ain't winning that race. Unless you Usain. I bring this up to bring up the point. Police in this country, they didn't start right. That's why we got the police we got today. I don't know if y'all heard about Jacksonville, Florida. 45-year-old black dude. Strip search in the middle of the road. Now, this ain't the first story I heard about somebody being strip searched in the middle of the road. It ain't gonna be the last one. Strip search in the middle of the road. Pull his thing out, showing his ass, everything. Police just there, like it's all good. Man, family watching and everything. For real? For real. No dignity, no humanity, no nothing. They just don't even care. If you don't start off right, you ain't gonna be right, no matter what. They know they was wrong when they was doing that. But that ain't even my whole point of making this video right now. Although, bringing it back, if you don't start off right, you ain't gonna be right no matter what. What did the police start as? Slave patrols. Look it up. That's the history of it. Slave patrols, rounding up slaves. Back then, don't got to get into details, pretty self-explanatory. After the emancipation, to where freedom was granted, to where slave patrols eventually became the police. They were still rounding up black folks and throwing them in jail so they can become slaves of a different sense. That's where our police come from. The real story here is we have these police officers in McCortin County, Oklahoma, just being themselves. Having a meeting, journalists and people there. I don't even remember what the meeting was supposed to be about. One of the journalists leaves a recorder behind, and lo and behold, when he listens to this recording of what the police said after everybody was gone, man, they talking about taking black people out and lynching them. We got more rights than they do now. And these are white cops, obviously. Oh, good country boys. Talking about how, the good old days, how they wish it was still, but they wasn't no laughing, wasn't no joking, wasn't no ha-ha-ing. Straight up. Talking about lynching black folks. I mean, it was a whole lot more to the conversation that was going on, but you get the gist of it. That's all you need to hear. You can pretty much guess all the other stuff they were saying. Men ain't got no heart. And these are our police. But don't this sound like something that could derive from people who used to be part of the slave patrol? Now, obviously, they weren't in the slave patrol. all those folks has been dead. But if you start a certain way, you're going to still be that way no matter what. This is why black people always talk about how racist the police are, how we don't trust the police, how we defund the police, police reform. We don't trust the police. I mean, and you're going to have people saying, oh, it's just one story. Dude, how many times we going to hear stories about the police and the way they behave towards black folks? You prove to us that they aren't racist. Then we can go from there. And it's just as simple as that. So once again, you start a certain way, you're going to be that way. And police are showing us that this is the way they're going to be. And this is why we need to push for reform and all this stuff. This is why we need to push for reform. I say that, but then I don't even really believe myself when I say that. I say we need to push for reform. I say we need to defund the police. And yes, these are all great ideas. It ain't never going to happen, but these are all great ideas. But you got to think of it in a sense, these same people who are saying such things about the people they are slated to protect. These are the people saying those things, yet we're increasing their budgets every year to further militarize themselves so they can gangbang on the people that they're supposed to protect. Because yes, police are gangbanging on people. Police are rolling up on people doing whatever the hell they want to. Asking questions later. That just is what it is. It is what it is. And I've gotten to the point, honestly, and that's why I've made this. I tried to make this video not go about Africa too much, but you can't. It's direct correlation to my feelings on why I got to the point where the U.S. is just, like Go Black says, damn America. You just gotta shake your head at a point. We're not surprised anymore by what we see. So why are we wasting our time here? We got all this purchasing power. Stop putting it here. They don't want us anyway. They don't respect us. We got a whole nother continent somewhere that we could take advantage of. Not advantage of the people, but of the opportunity of going there and being great and making Africa even greater than what it is. You got so many people pulling from it, we can give to it. Out of all the stories I hear on the continent of Africa of corruption, blah, 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 they wanting a little bit of extra money here and there, I don't never hear nothing about, you don't hear anything of the sense of what you hear in the West with police and how they treat us. You don't have to worry about, from everybody I hear, from all the stuff I watch, and I watch a lot of stuff in Africa, you don't never hear nobody saying they got to worry about the police as far as fearing for their life. What more do you need? What more do you need? We're in a world now where a lot of people can work remote. Working remote, they got internet in Africa, contrary to a lot of people's belief. They got infrastructure, contrary to a lot of people's belief. They got roads, they got computers, running water, you know, the stuff they don't show you on those late night infomercials. But back to the police. Why are we wasting our time? Why are we wasting our time? We already know who they are. And we keep having these arguments back and forth with all these other people with their thin blue line flags running around, support the police and all that good stuff. They fronting anyway. They trolls. We know they don't even really care about the police unless they have, you know, family members, husbands, wives and stuff that are the popo. They don't even really care about the police either. Because when it comes down to it, I mean, for instance, all this gun stuff going on, this gun shit going on, everybody just shooting up. You think police like the fact that everybody running around with a gun in their hand? Police are already scared of everything. Scared of everything. You think they want more people to have guns? I think not. I know you know, hell no, they don't want nobody having no guns. So protecting the blue would take more guns off the street, take more guns out of the hands of everybody else. But anyway, I digress. Story after story after story, we keep hearing all this trash about police mistreating people, and it ain't get no better. Never. It's irritating. It's irritating. Wish I can open up everybody's eyes so they can see that this ain't for us. But either way, it is what it is. I think I done said everything I need to say. If you big on defunding the police, or if you like this message, one person I would suggest that you listen to is Dr. Rashad Richey, Indisputable on the TYT network. He got a lot of good stuff. Other than that, that's it for now, man. Once again, if you don't start right, you ain't never gonna be right. Police ain't right. Y'all have a good night. Oh, one more thing. Here on Next Phase Black, all black, all the time, worldwide. You know it.